Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.
Hi guys, this is another exciting episode of Let's Talk About Tomorrow, where we discuss anything and everything relating to Gen Z. I'm Petrina, and this is my co-anchor, David.
Yeah, wait, Petrina, you're being unusually nice today. Am I safe?
What does that mean? If I give you trouble,
it was just an observation, Petrina.
I'm giving you peace. You should be satisfied.
No problem.
What do you want?
No problem. No vex. Apology, please. Just accept it. So, like she said, my name is David.
With us today are Mercy. Hello. Thank you for coming. We also have Esther. Thank you.
And also we have Barrister Evan Tufeli. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Yeah.
We've all heard of the conversation between Tacha and Phyna. It's been trending for a little while now.
Yeah.
It was on Phyna's podcast, and they said you are single until you are married. That's our discussion today. Let me rephrase and make it more easy to understand. Okay. Don't let your boyfriend or girlfriend stop you from finding your husband or wife. Whatever that means.
Whatever that means, indeed. So what you're saying now is that you are free to have multiple dates till you find Mr. or Mrs. Right. I know this is something that has come from, obviously, two women, but just thinking, is it only women that, carry this kind of mentality? Let me throw it open to anybody that wants to, pitch in first. Mercy, would you like to go first? Or you heard what Pet said now?
Yes, sir.
Don't let your, how did you say it again?
Don't let your, in your own case, don't let your boyfriend stop you from finding your husband.
I don't support that motion.
What do you mean? Break it down.
Why should you have a boyfriend when you cannot be committed to him? What is this whole relationship thing? Like, where is it leading to? Are you just being in a relationship to have fun?
So that's some people. Some people are for the.
We are Gen Z now. We've heard quite a lot of things about relationship now. So this is us actually putting you personally on the spot.
Okay.
Don't let your boyfriend stop you from finding your husband. How does Mercy think? What do you think personally?
If I'm having a boyfriend, it means I am ready to settle down with that person.
Oh.
Yes.
So you are the hardcore.
You date to marry.
Yes, I don't like wasting people's time, and I don't like my time being wasted.
You see, the contradiction in that proposition is that the proponent of that expression, that until there's a ring, don't allow that. Those same persons who made that expression, when we're in their BB Naija house, and they were dating some persons, and some other girls strode through, they objected, they fought, they scattered the place, turned the place upside down.
It's only for them now. They are not saying that their boyfriend should cheat. Okay. So it's an expression of convenience and it's gender bias. The reason I said it's gender bias is because now these ladies, they are making it look like they can tolerate a situation where it is the other person that is coming to, because ordinarily you are saying it should be democracy, right? That you as a lady, you are going out with a guy, you can go out with this one today, this one tomorrow, this one, you can double date.
Yes.
Okay.
Or triple date.
You can double date and then you can do all that. But why should you then find offense when another girl strolls to the man? The same man that you are saying in your own situation, you can keep him aside and take another man. Keep that one aside and take another man. Then another girl who also want to adopt that and has strolled to your man.
Somehow I agree.
So I think it's selfish.
What they said.
Selfishness.
Wait, somehow I agree with what they said, like until you have a ring in your hand. And the reason is this, I somehow agree and I somehow disagree. The part of me being agreeing is the fact that, okay, as a young lady, you might be dating a man and you put your 100% hope, interest, everything on that man, that okay, I love this particular man, and this man in question might not even like you. Maybe the love you have for
like
him,
that, exactly.
yes, the love you have for this man might be like 80% and the one you ask for just 10%. At the end of the day, you see, you've wasted your time. You end up marrying another person, leaving you behind. Do you
so
get?
The other what you're saying,
and the other way around, yes.
Open.
And the other way around.
No, I don't think that's what she's saying. She's just trying to give us. Would you say keep your options? If you keep your options open, what are we doing? Everybody is deceiving themselves now. If we are in a relationship, this is me speaking personally. If we are in a relationship, we are envisioning long term. We are thinking of one day tying the knot. Yeah. So when we are together, we are trying to know how much we can coexist, how much we can tolerate each other's excesses, and that kind of thing. If we now keep options, who are we?
That kind of arrangement you just define now does not call for you now keeping that with multiple people or persons.
Okay.
What I mean is, if we just said now that if we are dating, we are looking at the future. We are looking at that at some point in the future we will tie the knot and be. If you have developed that projection, it is hard for you to have multiple people, multiple persons. You developing that projection with A, B, C, and D. Except you are insane. The level, you see, because the thing about concentration and commitment is that it comes with terms and boundaries.
Yes.
So if
I think I will tweet that out.
You see what is,
I will tweet that
out. These thoughts emanated from poverty or lack. This thought that you have to spread it in case is a perpetual thought of poverty and lack. Just so that you are scared. At no point in your life should you be stranded.
Barrister, let me cut you there. Let me cut you there. Esther, wait. You said it stems from the place of poverty
and scars.
Like she said, there is a current. I don't know how much you guys have been online in the past 24 hours. There is this meme that is trending now. A Vox Pop, I think, of a girl interviewing a woman and a guy, where she said she has invested so much in him. If he thinks he's going to go marry someone else, she will kill him and kill herself. Then the person interviewing her innocently said, you should calm down. Sometimes your plans are not God's plans. I don't know if you've seen the meme. And she looked at the person interviewing and gave her a dirty slap. Now, what do you mean by plans are not God's plans? After all this investment in the guy was just a resounding dirty slap. That's what is making the
this modernized world or this Gen Z era is not like our mother's time.
Okay.
Do you get?
In what sense?
Those days, if you are grown, like you have arrived the age of getting married, either your family member or somebody who is admiring will just come to your family members. Okay, I want this person, so person. Even though you don't want to marry,
flower in your farm, flower in your garden.
But these days they will say nobody can decide for you. You get by yourself. The process of deciding for yourself now, you might end up making the wrong decision. Do you get? And by that process, you might end up meeting the wrong person that will even delay your time and all of that. You understand? So to avoid such thing, particularly,
you have to multi-date.
It's not like you multi-date. See, most people, I'm not the type that is good at double dating.
What do you mean don't close any door?
Do you
I
get?
don't understand what people are saying.
What she's trying to say pertaining closing door, sometimes you'll be in a relationship with a guy that doesn't love you. And you will end up.
That speaks
if a man
bad
doesn't
of
love
your
you,
own character. How will you stay with somebody that you know does not love you?
That's why they say love is stupid. Love is blind. When you love a man,
you are observing yourself as responsibility.
It's not just black and white like that. Sometimes you might be in a relationship and you feel like, okay, the two of you love each other at first, and then later along the line,
it fizzles out.
Exactly. So it's not black and white like you are saying.
So at what point should you multi-date and multitask in this?
When you feel that the
should you ever multi-date?
I don't think the word is multi-date.
It's not multi. It's like keeping your options open. Not like you're dating another person.
Yes.
But you can be talking to another person. Like
and not sleeping with the person.
In the interim.
Yes.
So, Katrina, I'm dating you now.
Cheating.
I am dating you now. And you don't understand the way I'm moving. So I pick your phone up one day and this guy is telling you how you are the love of his life. He dreams about you. And I'm seeing you chat and say, I'm not sure. You are just giving him all this kind of stuff. How do you expect?
No, the thing I'm not supposed to know. See, the thing about this conversation that I don't like is that the woman feel that, from what I've observed here, the woman feel that it is okay for her to keep her option open. Okay, but she doesn't think it is also okay for the adverse party to keep his option open too. Maybe the guy is no longer showing you the kind of love he has for you because he has opened an option, or he has opened the vista for other options. Well, I don't know. You just notice that you need to keep your option open because this guy may not be the right guy. It's not going that way. You understand? It's not going that way may equally mean that he has seen that you are not also going
that way.
Couldn't it be so?
So he's the one helping himself out.
The discourse is quite subtle. It is not a very tight, because if you want to go to the Holy Writ, for example, the Holy Writ did not even provide any tenet for dating, double dating, or strike dating. It just says he that finds a wife. So I think that window of coming to know the person and knowing the person and this one and that one is not captured by scripture, because in those days they hardly go out and do the dating.
There's no room, there's no provision for
in the days of scripture.
In the
days of scripture, it's not even you as a Gen Z that will go meet the girl. You tell your parents. Your parents in the Middle East these days, in Qatar, you cannot walk. No, I'm just saying.
No, continue.
Yeah, because the Holy Writ is a Middle East script. Do you understand what I'm saying? Highly cultural script from the Middle East. Till date in Qatar, a guy does not walk up to a girl and say, you go tell your parents. Your parents inform her parents.
Till date.
Yes. You understand? So that was the model. Perhaps that's why you didn't have any.
That's very interesting.
This is in the scripture. But in our own environment, there is a need for either the guy or the girl. Even though they say no, the girl is not, but the guy only should initiate it. Okay, they then come close. They begin to plan and all that. And at this point, the world has gotten to the point now where you have to open options, and that thing is dangerous.
To put it like this. Now, as a result of the fact that we have choice, new problems are coming up. One of such problems: do we open our options and not just stick to one person, just in case they will say have a backup plan. If plan A does not work, plan B will work. I've heard stories of a guy breaking up with a girl, telling her, I need to find myself. I think I need to be better. Then in 3 weeks, a wedding invitation is circulating of that same boy that just found himself in a matter of 3 weeks and settled down. So, Mercy, I want to ask you a question. In this discussion, do you feel the choice that we have now is not serving us as much as we think it is? Like choice of choosing our own partners and our own fathers, and like you said, in the Middle East, where I like Petrina, I don't have any business with telling Petrina I go and tell her daddy and her mom.
No, you tell your own parents.
I tell my own parents. They go and toast her own parents. She does not have. I'm sure feminists are boiling. That's another conversation. So Mercy.
I think choice is very good for us, please. Why should my parents pick somebody for me?
Because they are older than you and have more wisdom than you.
About it.
That was what they do in the olden days. But this era
our time, they see sometimes your parents don't even understand what's going on in this time. To be very sincere, because the life has turned. I would not say upside down. It has turned to a different direction entirely. The way things were back then cannot be compared to the way things are now. Definitely. The mentalities ladies have right now cannot be compared to the mentalities those ladies have back then, and even guys.
Things have changed.
Things have changed.
But is it the parents that actually picking for you? Because from what it said, let's say the guy likes the girl, so he goes to tell his parents, and then the parents tells.
But does the girl like the guy?
For diplomacy.
The parents is mostly going to impose the marriage on that person because somebody has come.
I think in this discussion, experience, they say, is a better teacher. Once you experience, let's say, a man dealing with you in that way, you know how to discuss this thing better. I think some women find themselves in that kind of situation of double dating because of their past experience.
Trauma.
Yes.
But sometimes it will be coming from a place of economic convenience. Because I've seen ladies that save their boyfriend's number with different. There's the one that provide gas. There's the one that provide water. There's the one that provide food. There's the one that they save their name according to that structure. And I'm saying that couldn't have been an idea that came independently as a result of muse or inspiration. It's from lack.
Sharper.
I
don't really think it's lack.
No, I don't think you understand
there's a lack factor, but then it is not, you cannot.
Lack factors supersedes all other factors.
No.
Okay, we agree halfway.
It supersedes, because being a girl, sometimes we boys have the discussions in our hostels. Being a girl is a flex. You are here, someone is talking to you. I saw one post one time that he got a lot of boys pissed off. He wanted our attention and said, I just want you to give me attention. I want to start talking to you. And 300,000 dropped in her account. And she came online and said, yes, he has my attention.
Not too long ago, one of these role models for Gen Z told the public on a podcast like this that she cannot date a man that lives in the mainland.
I know.
You understand? So it's
who draws the line between extreme and not?
Hold on. See, when they probed her further, why she cannot, she went into the fact that she cannot be earning more than the man in her head. Living in the mainland
is synonymous to
rustic and wretched.
Please let us say that social media is clout.
Yes.
But see, social media is clout, but a lot of people speak with a lot of sincerity on social media. I'm just telling you.
And
so now the measure of acceptance. Okay, generally, somebody is boasting that it has to be someone who lives in the island. Or what she's saying in effect is that it has to be somebody with economic fortune. You understand? Because these are ladies who can actually condone their father's poverty, but they cannot tolerate there would be.
I like this
they want to move forward in life.
Okay, I like that one. It's an admission. They want to move forward in life.
Let me ask this question.
Okay.
Are there some things that you consider? Okay, say you are dating someone now. You can do it during dating, but when you get married, you can't do it. Does anybody have any things that during dating you say it's probably permitted?
For me, I think that dating and marriage are the same thing. There is no difference. The only difference is ring on your finger.
You don't have ring or they don't meet your parents.
Finish.
That's the only
If you're going to be loyal while you're dating, you should be loyal when you're married as well. Everything that you're doing while you're dating.
But if that is anything to go by, will it be right for you to hold that opinion, this opinion, and still hold the opinion that you open your options?
Yes.
Because what you are saying now is it's contradictory.
Yes, what
you are saying now is that dating should count for commitment. That's what you are saying, if I understand you.
Yes.
And that you don't see a difference between that and marriage, because marriage talks about that, intimacy and commitment. So if that is anything to go by, for you to hold that opinion and still hold the opinion that options should be open, mean that it's a pure contradiction.
I feel like dating should be let's say like a rehearsal to marriage. When I mean rehearsal, is like how you interact with your partner while you are dating tells a whole lot of how you are going to react when you are married. Yes, you might say you might not know somebody like to the end. You cannot know somebody finish.
You can never finish knowing somebody. Still, especially women.
At least 50% of that person's character will come out when you are dating.
Talking about
not necessary. People change.
People change. Anybody that except if you are not vigilant, you must have seen a red flag somewhere.
But sometimes this thing you call red flag may not even show at all. I once had a client that the wife was working in a very good place, and the openings came out. So she called the husband. She told the management that the husband is skilled in that area. So the company now gave him a condition that if you bring your husband and he's truly skilled, one of you will have to resign. You understand? She went ahead and brought the husband to the company. Well and good, the company management liked what the husband was doing, that he was actually good, even better than the woman and and all that. So it got to a point where management now decided that one person, both of them should decide who will, the wife decided to resign. Now, do you know what happened thereafter? This man, after 2 years, came home one day and told the woman that the man should find her will. Nah, I don't find her.
You see, that's
Exactly.
even in marriage.
He carried his bag and left the house.
That's even in
I'm
marriage.
telling you, hold on, see, I'm telling you, people have mind to do things that are unthinkable.
Yes.
Now, the woman thought they were on the same page. I mean, bringing your husband up to board to work in a place where would be a family plan or a model to increase the earnings of the family, and the fortunes of the family, right? Now the man got there and changed the goalpost for the woman. And from there, he took his bag and left. And when the woman came to report to management, management cautioned the man, caution upon caution, but never sacked him. Or never.
They found someone that is good at his job now.
So
was adding value to the firm.
So sometimes when you say you can through courtship or whatever,
know somebody.
you will know the person truly. It doesn't work. Like, even God, after He created man, when men started operation, even God shivered.
Well,
Do you know what Scripture said about it? That he regretted creating. These people started going against the course of nature without remorse. So the human person is complicated. The human person is complicated and have capacity to be the direct opposite of whatever he or she has shown you before.
Okay, let's put break on this conversation. We know we are enjoying the conversation, but we'll go on a break right now. Stay with us, please.
Welcome back. This is still Let's Talk About Tomorrow, and we're talking about the trending conversation between Tacha and Phyna. We've been saying a lot of things since morning, so the conversation obviously is still ongoing. If you would want to chip one or two things still into what we've been saying, what would you like to say? Mercy, let me start with you.
I would say, if I want to look at it from probably Tacha and Phyna's view, I feel like ladies are emotional people. Like, we are way more emotional than guys. You are
logical, have you?
Yes, we attach more emotions to things.
No, that why are you staring at me like that?
We attach more emotions to things and to people than guys do. So if I'm in a relationship with someone, I tend to put my whole mind.
You invest a lot.
Yes, ladies invest a lot in a relationship that they are committed to. Yeah. So I feel like that's one way to put it. Like, they don't want to get attached. I've seen a lot of people get hurt. Like, a lot of ladies get hurt as guys behave like guys. They just.
That's a stereotype I don't agree with.
I don't think. See, I will not call it stereotype. Some guys are clueless. Guys, no, please, no insult.
Guys, she said.
Wait, when I mean clueless, I don't mean they don't have sense. Like, there are some emotions that they don't take note of. Like, there are some things that they just take casually. And ladies will overthink that thing. Yeah. It's really really hurts them. So for someone to say that I want to keep my options open, is like, I don't want to get too committed so I don't get hurt. Yes. But still,
so it's not what you are saying now is the fear of being hurt or fear of getting hurt that leads them to keep their options open.
It is not
also
to valid the reason.
I agree with what she's saying on that issue of. I met a lady who once told me that the reason she's not happy in her marriage is because the husband does not tell her I love you. This man, this man is super rich, provides everything for the family and beyond. But to a woman, that is one level. You understand? The expression, the man can't, but the man, by way of deeds and provision, have shown beyond that.
That's his love language.
He loves the woman, but the woman said, "This is the only reason she's not happy." So these little things, women take it very serious. They are trivial, but it comes to them. The woman will open her box of clothes I will tell you that she does not have any clothes to wear. She will tell you she doesn't have clothes. But when you chat, this one, that one, this one, that one, but you know, men are different. I can try to wear this one today and wear it next week Saturday. Okay, as long as it is washed and ironed. To a woman, she cannot. You understand?
Yeah.
So the argument between the two parties that set the agenda for this discourse is that you are not married until you are single until you are married. You understand? I think it's a dangerous perception because the context to it is that you can spread your options, open the vistas, look at all the prospective suitors, and decide who you think have the right mentality or who you think you could set. And most times, those who hold those perceptions, they spread their option to gauge the economic value of all the suitors.
You are upping on that very
yes, they are not. They are still going to. The marriage is still going to fail. Though. The marriage is still going to fail in the long run because what they are looking for is survival and not sustenance or build a home. The agenda is survival. For these people who hold this, the proponents of this idea, I know what I'm saying. For a woman to conclude that if you are living in the mainland, you are wretched. It tells you a lot. Then if you are living in the island, or you have all it takes to build a home, can location actually determine a man's character just by virtue of the choice of place he lives in the city?
But they won't see it like that.
I know that they're not deep enough to see that because you see, let me tell you something.
Some people accuse them.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. A lot of women, with due respect to them, in a bid to secure their future and their would-be children, they think the only way to do that is to cling to a man that have the economic prowess. They forget that the man that have the economic prowess to take care of them have the economic prowess to take care of multiple women together with them and make the house a polygamous theater.
Experience most times, like I understand what Phyna and Tacha are trying to say. Experience most times will kind of build your thinking towards that direction. Let me use my own self now as a case study. I've been in a relationship with a guy for 2 to 3 years. And during those periods, I was 100% faithful and committed to that relationship. What happened at last? Because I'm not a Muslim, you understand? And the guy, I'm not his tribe also. The sisters came up with a plan of, okay, let's not allow our only brother to marry another religion and another
they don't know from
tribe.
the beginning that
you get after wasting the whole of those time or years. So now, if not because I have God's, I'm a God-fearing type or I'm well brought up, I'll allow that experience to make me to spread myself henceforth. Do you get?
Yes.
So if Tacha and Phyna are talking in that like aspect, I felt it's because of one of the experiences they have had in the past.
So more like a reaction to trauma. That's what people are beginning.
For me, I think that if the man is not committed to you, you should not be committed to him as well. But if he's committed to you, you should be committed to him. So that's the answer to your question.
I feel if he's not committed, you should leave the relationship. Now, why should you
hang on?
Instead of wasting your time, it's just for you to leave. I know living is not easy. Like for me now, even when I knew my relationship was shaking at some point, rather, living was not too easy for me because the love was there.
Why didn't you?
Creating options at that time was not still easy.
You know, you seem to be in tandem with these parties you just mentioned.
Yes.
No, she's just giving a justification, a reasoning from where
a justification why they chose that option.
Yes.
To open the vista.
Yes.
According to her,
so that they will not be totally stranded. You understand? But in her own case, when it happened to her, my question is, didn't you find it attractive to open options since
There was
the
always
sisters came.
attachment now,
The
emotional attachment.
parents, is it the parents or the sisters?
The sister.
The sisters came and dissuaded, but I don't think that guy is really a man in the first place.
He's not definitely.
Yeah, because if your sisters, I mean your sisters.
And again, I was also
Because your
thinking-
sisters are not going to live with the woman, so
Yes.
you are the one. So, but the question I'm asking is, didn't you find these vistas, opening options attractive, and why?
At that time, did you feel like you should open your options immediately?
At that time, no. Because one, I was still heartbroken.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get? A lot of thought was going through my mind. I couldn't know, like, I don't know what to think of or what to do at that point. So I was just
So
scared.
from this now, would you say that it is too much risk to put all your egg
In
one man?
It's too much risk.
This has been a very intense conversation. We've come to the end of the conversation for today. I would love to thank you, Esther. Thank you, Mercy. Thank you, Barrister Evans.
Thank you.
Also, thank you, our viewers. We want to also hear what you think. You can tell us in the comment section. But to watch us next time, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel at Enterprise TV 7. Also follow us on social media at Enterprise TV 7. Till next time. Bye.
Bye.